Now, becoming a millionaire isn't an easy thing to do, but the roadmap to getting there is actually incredibly easy. Here's how. Hi, I'm Joe Polizzi, and welcome to the Content Inc. podcast, episode 462. I don't generally talk about money with my friends. Maybe a handful of times I've had discussions about money with people, but those people were generally in similar situations to where my wife and I are at. And it goes both ways. My friends don't really want to talk about money with me. Both sides think about money so very differently. I mean, how can we relate? Yes, my wife and I had an amazing exit in 2016 and came into a lot of money very quickly. But the truth is, up to that moment, we actually had enough money at that time to, if we wanted to, retire or travel and do whatever. This was because of the decisions we made up to that point, and I want to share them with you today. The first thing is you have to get your thoughts in the proper place. You are 100% accountable for your life. You can blame some person or some situation all you want for your lot in life. But that's not going to help you do anything about it. Once you realize you can make decisions to better your life, you will better your life. Blaming other people shifts the responsibility away from you, and then you become the victim and you can't do anything about it. So take responsibility now. Now, the second thing is debt. Stay away from it entirely if you can. If you use a credit card, pay off the balance 100% so you never have to pay interest. I know people who are paying 15, 20, and 25% interest on their credit card balance. Do you know how hard it is to invest and make 25% from your money? Well, if you pay off your credit cards, you've done just that. And mortgage debt. If you can pay off your house, great, do it. The goal is to have zero debt. But if you have a mortgage, any extra that you can pay off the principal is an amazing way to grow money. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say you buy a home with a $200,000 loan at 4.3%, a nice low rate. Your monthly payment would be about $1,000 per month, but in 30 years you'll have paid almost $158,000 in interest. So that $200,000 loan would actually cost you $358,000. So anything you could pay off in principal is an incredible investment, but your plan should be to get out of that mortgage as soon as you possibly can. Next up, let's talk about what you buy. We bought a new car once, worst investment ever. Since then, we've always bought used cars. Cars are not investments in most cases, and taking a loan out on a car is a killer. Your goal should be to buy a reasonably dependable car without having to take out a loan. Now, if you stay out of debt, you'll be ahead of 99% of the population. Just so you know, the average American is over $100,000 in debt. So as much as I'd like to recommend investments and such to build wealth, your first task is to get rid of debt. So when we talk about what we buy, we really want to focus on living below our means. Do a budget and make sure you are never spending more per month than you are bringing in. I remember when my wife and I went into business, we decided she would stay home with the kids, and to make the budget work, we had to get rid of a car and stop going on any costly vacations for a while. We did much of our shopping at secondhand stores as well. And then once you get your spending in order, then you can think about funding consistently over time that Roth IRA account. If you can only afford $20 per month, start there. And don't worry about picking stocks. If you don't understand a company and don't have time to follow that company religiously, don't pick an individual stock. An ETF that follows the S&P market works just fine. By investing every month, you'll be able to dollar cost average over time. And when you do this, time matters. If you invest $1 at 25, that dollar is worth $50 at 65 because of compounding growth. If you start at 35, that dollar is worth $18. Even at 45, your return is 6x by the time you get to 65. Now, everything I'm talking about here comes down to self-discipline. It's very hard to do. But again, the formula is super easy. Stay out of debt, buy modestly, and invest early and consistently over time. Done and done. If you'd like more of this kind of information from me, please go to joepolizzi.com and subscribe to my Orange Letter newsletter. When you subscribe, you'll get both my goal-setting guide and financial diversification guide after you sign up. This is Joe Polizzi. Remember, success in content comes from consistency, creativity, and community. Keep creating, keep connecting, and we'll see you next Monday. Stay inspired.